What is differentiation, and when does differentiation exist? Hi, I'm Mike with LEAPfrog Innovation. When we perform a profitable innovation gap analysis for clients, time and time again, we uncover the justification for allocating resources and capital for the development of a new offering is based on the fact that the new offering is better than the competition. Hey, if the competition goes to 8 and we go to 11, that's better than the competition. And because we're better than the competition, that means we're differentiated in the marketplace. And because we're differentiated in the marketplace, everyone will buy from us. But does being better than the competition really generate differentiation?
Merriam-Webster defines differentiate as to make something different in some way. They even give an example of differentiate used as a verb in a sentence: to cause differentiation of in the course of development. Unfortunately, way too many organizations take this definition literally and assume by developing products that outperform the competition, this is indeed differentiation. For example, we go to 6 and the competitor goes to 8. We can use our development process to increase our performance to 11, which is 3 better than 8. And now we have a differentiated offering. The assumption being 11 is better performance than 8, therefore differentiation must exist. The problem is a crucial piece of data is missing to determine if the assumption of differentiation is indeed actually true.
When we audit a client's stage gate meetings and materials, we'll see product positioning slides, product performance slides, competitor comparison slides, and value proposition slides, all pointing out how the new offering is better than the competition. And then we'll see the revenue slide with all the additional revenue that's going to be generated because the new offering is better than the competition. And because we're better than the competition, that means we're differentiated in the marketplace. And because we're differentiated in the marketplace, everyone will buy from us. Let's take a look at when differentiation really exists.
When does differentiation really exist? Let's assume my target customer's acceptable set of substitutes and alternatives includes products performing at a 5, a 5, a 5, a 6, a 6, a 7, a 7, and an 8. My product performs at a 6. We decide to allocate resources and capital to develop a product that performs at an 11, which is better than all the other acceptable options. Is that differentiation? 11 is clearly better than all the competitors. It might be differentiation, or it might not be differentiation. It depends on what happens to the target customer's acceptable set. If there is no change in the customer's acceptable set, then going to 11 is merely better than the competition. Differentiation does not exist. Going to 11 does not contain a customer value component. It is merely better than the competition. If the customer's acceptable set is reduced, then going to 11 results in differentiation. The customer is no longer willing to accept substitutes and alternatives performing at a 5 or a 6. The acceptable set has been reduced. Instead of competing against 7 competitors, I am now competing against just 3 competitors. Of course, the ultimate goal is to obtain the answers to the 5 questions and the ranks and the weights, uncovering the reason the customer will stop what they're doing today and switch to you, reducing the customer's acceptable set to only one offering, which is you. Remember, differentiation must reduce the customer's acceptable set. Differentiation is not just being better than the competition. Let's review. What is differentiation? Differentiation is not simply being better than the competition. Strategy is not building a better version of your competitor's products or services. Strategy involves uncovering what your target customers will take action to obtain and delivering that in a superior manner. Your ultimate goal is to understand from the customer's perspective what are the reasons they will stop what they're doing today and switch to you. Differentiation is when a business offering contains a customer value component which reduces the customer's current acceptable set of substitutes and next best alternatives. There are two key criteria to this definition. First, the offering must contain a value component, something the customer will take action to obtain. And let's be clear, a value component is not a spec or a feature. Customers do not take action to obtain a spec or a feature. They take action to obtain what the spec or feature does for them. Second, the value component must reduce the customer's current acceptable set.
Just because you use the word differentiate in a sentence or on a slide does not mean that differentiation exists. Differentiation only exists when you reduce the customer's acceptable set. If you innovate, develop, and launch new offerings which are merely better performing versions of your competitors' products, you have done nothing to create competitive advantage. You have done nothing to help your sales team be successful. What you have done is you've consumed resources and capital to perpetuate the internal perception that you are better than the competition. And you've probably made some great competitive comparison materials, none of which will have an impact on the customer's acceptable set. If you want to beat the competition at something, focus on market share, operating margin, and profit dollars. If you want to help your sales team be successful, you have to change your approach to innovating, developing, and launching new offerings.
If your new offerings are not providing the desired financial return, not capturing the required market share, and not enabling you to raise prices, you are probably focusing your attention on the competition and using the beat the competition approach to new product development. Research is competitor-based or based on the voice of sales, what the competition has that you do not have. Ideation is product-based. How can we improve our product performance? How can we make our current products perform better than the competition? How can we make our current products do what they do today, but even better? Development is based on achieving a spec sheet. How do we meet or exceed the product spec sheet? Launches are offerings which are merely better than the competition. Your spec sheet is better than the competition. Your feature set is better than the competition. In the win the customer approach, you focus on the target customer and understanding from the customer's perspective what are the reasons they will stop what they're doing today and switch to you. Research is based on voice of the customer interviews to understand what customers will take action to obtain, answering the 5 questions, and obtaining ranks and weights. Ideation is based on achieving the customer's desired state. And do not mistake a spec or a feature for the customer's desired state. Development is based on achieving the customer's value proposition. The reason the customer told you they will stop what they're doing today and switch to you. Launches are products which are new to the market and differentiated, reducing the customer's acceptable set.
It's not hard to identify organizations using the beat the competition approach to new product development. Take a look at their website, take a look at their new offering history, take a look at their marketing materials, and take a look at their job postings. Here's one for a director of product management for a $100 million software developer. The number one responsibility for the director of product management is to collect voice of sales and develop new products to meet sales needs. The number 2 responsibility, perform detailed competitor analysis to generate new products requirements documents. And by the way, to qualify for this role, you have to have 10 years experience in our industry working on products just like ours. In an 831-word job posting, the word competitor appears 9 times. The word customer appears only once. Travel to support sales in customer meetings and presentations. This organization has a product-centric behavior. They have a product-based culture, a competitor focus, and they're using the beat the competition approach to new product development. And let's be clear, strategy is not about building a better version of your competitors' products. Strategy is about uncovering what your customer will take action to obtain, uncovering the reasons your customer will stop what they're doing today and switch to you, and actualizing those reasons in a superior manner. Here are some words for thought.
Words for thought. It is not about what your competitors have that you do not have. It is about what your target customers will take action to obtain that you do not have. It is not about product features. It is about the reasons target customers buy them. It is not about product attributes. It is about target customer attributes. Do not use competitor offerings as your benchmark for target customer needs. Use customer interviews to uncover the answers to the 5 questions to obtain ranks and weights and to understand what are the reasons target customers will stop what they're doing today and switch to you.
Innovating, developing, and launching new offerings is the most financially risky and most strategically important activity performed by your organization. Most financially risky and most strategically important. If you want to ensure that your new products reduce the customer's acceptable set, send us an email. Let's talk about what you're doing today and discuss opportunities for continuous improvement. I want to thank you for watching. Up next is a list of our services and, of course, our quote of the day.
LEAPfrog Innovation provides useful tools for real bottom-line impact. LEAPfrog Innovation enables B2B organizations to improve pricing, increase market share, and organically grow profit dollars by providing employees with the processes, tools, and skills to reduce risk and increase the financial success of new products and services. LEAPfrog Innovation focuses on 6 critical B2B business processes: voice of the customer, new product development, new product introductions, customer value propositions, customer segmentation, and the measurement of sales incentives and price promotions. We provide 5 key services to drive a B2B organization's organic profit dollar growth. We provide gap analysis, customized training, process design, process implementation, and speaking engagements. Our ending quote is from Mr. Jimi Hendrix. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. You have a choice. You can sit in front of your customers and speak at them, sharing all your knowledge of competitor offerings and detailing how they should select you because your spec sheet and feature set is better than the competitor's spec sheet and feature set. Or you can sit in front of your customers and listen. Listen to their answers to the 5 questions. Listen to their ranks. Listen to their weights. Listen to collect wisdom and insight on what the customer will take action to obtain. You can take your newfound wisdom from listening and develop new offerings which actualize the reason the customer told you they will stop what they're doing today and switch to you, reducing the customer's acceptable set to you.